All right, check me out. You got myself all shaved up. All right, today we're going to do a little bit of a side project, and that is we are going to replace the power switch and pressure switch for a, let me show you here, this right here. This is a compressor. It's a shop compressor. This is the one you can get from Harbor Freight, and it is the Central Pneumatic 21 gallon. They also make the bigger gallons and the lesser gallons, and all of them pretty much have the same oil-filled motor. If it's an older one, I don't know that the new ones have an oil-filled motor on them, but what we're doing is we're replacing this piece right here. I ordered the old piece not long ago, or the new piece, and here it is. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take all this apart. The first thing is there's a Phillips head screwdriver that is down in here. Phillips head screw, you pull that off and you pull it out. If you can clearly see that mine burn up right here, and that's because the switch to turn it on and off stopped working. I noticed that a long time ago I'd come home and my compressor was on, and I didn't know why. And it's because the switch, this is a spring-loaded switch that's pushing up. Inside here, it's got a little piece right there, and when that wears out, it allows a button to push this back up, which turns it on. So it wore out, and there was no longer any way of, see how easy that is to move that up and down? So it doesn't lock. The new one, if you notice, I have to give it some force to be able to get it off. Okay, I'm not going to wear it out. But anyway, there's also a Phillips head down in there, and we'll deal with that later. First things first is we need to remove all of this. There's two sets of wiring. Of course, make sure that it is unplugged. That way you don't get electrocuted. So that's all unplugged, and now we can touch this and there's nothing that's going to happen. I just realized I forgot to put my watch on. All right, so it's unplugged. We've got two sets of wiring, and that's really easy because we've got two screws there, and then this from here forward is all one. If you notice, mine's got this extra piece on it, and this, that way I don't have to just hook up one. I can have one for next to the table to quick connect with, I don't have it readily available. Oh, there it is, with one of those airlines there. And I can connect to it here, and then this one actually goes to the reel, so I have a 50-foot reel that I can take out to the driveway. So, and then I can turn the driveway one on and off at will whenever I need to possibly fix something on it or whatever. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this one off, because with this mounted will be the easiest way to get this off of here. And I'll show you what we do next right after. Took this and by hand spun that around, but it won't spin around far enough. So now I'm going to take a 7/16 and loosen that up so I can get that off of there. Oh crap, I forgot I haven't emptied this. So let's go ahead and empty it. We're almost there. Not bad. Take that one off. And then I think we can go ahead and start. Nope. Now this one's in the way. Let's try 17. 17 on that one works. I think the air is getting out fast. Now can I spin it? Open the regulator all the way up. Why are we taking all this stuff off? We're taking all this stuff off so that we can put it all onto the other one, but also so we can take this off. Because see, this spins off of this piece right here. So we need to take all this stuff off so we can spin this around to get it off of there. But we'll end up taking the wiring off first. So how many people think I'm a retard in it yet? It's okay. We're all retards. Alright. I'm going to make sure that the wiring is all good. That wiring is good. It also came with a new pressure release valve with the new kit. I've got it actually right there. It's not on there, but there. See? So we'll end up putting this one on because it goes with this. Alright. So let's go ahead and take these out. These are done with a little Phillips, and then we'll be able to get them. I'm so hands-on. I've had this from Walmart. I bought it like 10 plus years ago. Hi, April. What are you doing? Did you use the bathroom? Did I forget about you? Huh? What?
She went pee.
She did. Mm-hmm. That's my wife. Her name's Karen. No, I'm just kidding. You loosen those and you can pull these right out. See how that works? And then what we're going to do is we'll just leave these like that so we know that this is the power in. And we got one more screw to do right here. Screw to do. It's a technical word. And see, that allows this one to come out. So now, let's see, we did the black on the bottom and that on top. So we know that the white is on top. Oh, these are pressure. That's kind of neat. You loosen those up and this will allow that to come out. And it's almost like a compression fitting. See there? So that's what you're loosening up. When this pushes that up in there, it tightens it down onto your cord. So I mean, we could either take this out or just screw it right into the new one. All right, for now, I'm just going to go ahead and put that screw into the top of this one. That way I don't lose where it's supposed to go. And apparently this one doesn't have that ground screw right there. So we're going to take this out and we're going to put it into the new one. Forgot to show you, I took the gauge off this side. I took the nipple off of this. And there's actually a plug on the back side. So I'm wondering if I was to angle this around where maybe it's facing this way, then I could have 3 corners to be able to add maybe another quick connect fitting onto the side of this. That way I can connect it to there. Oh, plenty of ideas. So now what I'm going to do is I got to break this loose so I can spin this around so I can get to the screws on the back side of this so I can get these wires out of here. All right, I think I know what happened. There's no screw right in here, which means this wire became loose and was rattling inside there, which was causing a bad connection, which caused it to burn up. So now we're just basically going to eat this one apart so we can try to get into this melted part. Oh no, it's still there, but it did come loose. But yeah, now we can't get to that screw. So let's use 2 hands, Lawrence. So that means you can't record. All right, got it spun all the way around. And just like the other side, you want to make sure that you get the screws out. I decided to cut these off. I believe I have some more connectors like this, and I'll end up using new connectors because these were all burned up anyway. And then that's that. Red goes on top, on the top one, and then the other, whatever color, I'm colorblind, baby. What color is that? Like a blue?
A bluish green, yeah.
Bluish green goes on the bottom, and then if this one is orange?
Yellow.
Yellow goes over here. Again, I took this one out to put into the new one. I've kind of putting stuff where it goes so I don't forget where it goes, but I put the other one right there because it didn't come with the ground screws. So now we gotta try and screw this off as best we can because I guess they never meant for this to come off. They've got some kind of rubberized glue sealer or whatever on the bottom of this. So we're gonna go ahead and unscrew this by hand and get that off of there. Oh, another thing I forgot is underneath here, there is this line that goes right to the bottom of this, and it is also has a compression fitting on the end. If you take this off carefully, don't cut that, don't mess with it, you should be able to put that back on. So all you're doing is you unscrew this and then pull that straight out from the bottom there. And we'll look at that once we get it off to see if we can reuse it. Alright, it does come with a new compression fitting and nut, so you don't have to actually use the one that's on there. But if yours looks really good, personally, I'm probably just going to leave that on there because I don't want to run out of line. And I mean, I have more line, so I could actually put a longer line on there. But if I don't have to, then I don't have to. So it's probably going to end up mounting right here on the back side anyway, because I'm going to end up screwing this on until it's to here. That way I can use both sides for another fitting, because this goes into this corner over here. That way I could quick connect right onto the back side coming straight onto the table with a shorter airline just for that. So let me get some of this stuff taken off of here, and we're going to clean up this, and I'm going to use Teflon tape to wrap around this again, and then we'll get this screwed back on there. And just like movie magic, bam! No, I got frustrated with what the hell I was doing. But anyway, you're going to wire it up exactly backwards to what you were wiring it up. And you get those all put back in the way they're supposed to be. And then you have a dog that's trying to help you. And she's like, I don't even know why I'm over here. And help me, Daddy, because this is crazy. Upgraded the in fitting, so then now it's an actual hose connection there. This is so I can turn the hose on and off. My quick connect is still right there at the top, and then I did take off the cover so I could get to the screws on the back side after tightening that up. Tighten this up to where it's straight up and down still, and I have one more gauge. That's so that you can see what your regulator is doing, and I probably need to angle that up a little higher. Yay, because that's not going to work. Maybe I can take this rubber off, because all that is a protection, and that would allow this to fit a little bit better. There. Let me get that on there real quick. Alright, we want to make sure it wasn't going to cause a meltdown on camera, so we all like plugged it in and ran out of the building. This one will pump up to almost 120. I think it'll loosen up a little bit more as it gets used. The spring will get looser, but the regulator is working. See if we can get that down a little bit more. There. The regulator is at 90, and quick connect, and then, like I said, now I just got to hook that back up to that. But yeah, put everything back together the way you took it apart. I mean, that's generally the way it goes. There's actually 4 screws on this, 1, 2, and then 3, 4 on the other side to pull that casing off, in case you were wondering about that. The switch works perfectly, so now I can turn it off, and I can turn it back on right there. And I decided to go ahead and put the plug on the back side again, so then that way it didn't, I wasn't going to add anything else over there. And then I had to angle this up a little bit more. I took the Teflon off, pulled this pulled this off, redid the Teflon, and then screwed it back to here so that it would be up a little bit angled. And then if I'm standing over here, I'll be able to read it to see where the regulator is. But that's it. I mean, that's simple to put yourself a new pressure switch and power switch onto your compressor. So if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up at the bottom, comment. If there's anything I missed and any of you guys know a better way to do this, then please, put it in the comments below or direct somebody to your own channel. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is just here for a tutorial. I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy that wanted to buy a cheap part and put it on there. Because, I mean, literally that whole switch costs like $15 on eBay. Just type in your compressor and you'll find that. That's how I did it. So I'm not going to put a link at the bottom because there's all kinds of them on there for 15 bucks. And you can have your compressor back and running without having to go and spend another $150 on another compressor, because that's what they want you to think, so that you go spend money. And have all kinds of compressors laying around that have bad switches. So I'll see you guys on the next video. This is just part of the stuff that I do on here. I'm actually building a mini truck. If you want to know what that is, go look up the 1989 Toyota mini truck, bag mini truck that I am building currently right now. So that's going to be actually the next video up. So we'll talk to you guys in a little bit and see you on the next video.